Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for September 19th to October 3rd. For September 19th to 23rd, this is what we're forecasting here. We have a deep low forecast over Labrador Sea with a trough that extends into the east to northeast, and we have a trough along the California coast. And a ridge forecast over the Intermountain West. A trough will enter the northwest on Saturday, reaching the Midwest by Tuesday. And this will bring weather the normal conditions to this area. We'll go to the surface, and we go to the 19th to the 23rd. Here's where I'm talking about. The low comes in, brings some unsettled conditions, and we have areas of rain expected for the Plain States, South Florida, California, and desert Southwest. And we'll have some Gulf moisture that will continue to surge northward into the plains and interact with a frontal boundary. And this will bring some rain to this area here. And that'll be Friday and Saturday. And a remnant tropical moisture will continue to surge into California. And that'll bring some rainfall into the southwest, and a stall front across Florida will keep conditions very wet across that region. Now we can look at some of the rainfall totals. Do I have them? Okay. This is the GFS. First of all, we're going to concentrate on Florida because I have the U.S. map on because I have several areas I want to focus on. So here's Florida. You see this is in 24-hour periods. We have close to an inch across southern Florida. Then we go on and we see another inch or so. So it remains very wet. And then by Friday or Saturday, it kind of like lessens up a little bit. That's the GFS. This is the European. And we see generally the same, about almost an inch per day. The European has most of the heaviest rain to the east. And then we go to Friday and Saturday and we get a little bit of a break. The other area of rain would be across the southwest. Now we're focusing on this area here. We see rainfall of an inch is offshore. We go inland, then it moves inland, close to an inch again. Then we look at the European, and it is generally about the same, about an inch. Up here across the plains, ½ inch to an inch of rainfall is forecast for this region. Okay, we're going to look at the pattern for September 24th to the 28th. And what we have here is most of the guidance are indicating trough in the west like this, ridging in the east. But if you look at the European ensembles here, indicating a flatter flow, and an upper low is forecast over Asia, Eastern Asia at this time. See this upper low? So this favors a trough in the east. I'm favoring the European ensembles for now. So for this forecast period, are forecast to be above normal temperatures across much of the country, with the numbers of up to 8 degrees above normal here. For precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here, and for this region, probability of occurrence 35%. Below normal precipitation here, and for this region along the East Coast, probability of occurrence is 35%. Okay, we're going to look at the period for September 29th to October 3rd. And which has been the case all along. The ensembles are indicating a flatter flow. And if you look at the GFS, brings a trough into the Great Lakes. And the European is similar, but also has an upper low here in the southwest. So seeing what's going on in Eastern Asia, this upper trough deepens somewhat. So I'm favoring a trough moving into the region. But for now, I'm going to keep the temperatures same as yesterday, calling for above normal temperatures here, with the numbers up to 8 degrees above normal across this day. I might trim this down tomorrow, see how that goes. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here, probability of occurrence 35%. Below normal precipitation here, probability of occurrence 35%. Next, we're gonna look at the tropics. Here is Tropical Storm Gabriel. You can see before the sun goes down on it, the deeper cumulus, like thunderstorms here. And this is starting to get a swirl. And it's a very large system. I think it's about 1,000 miles. I'm not sure if I'm mistaken, if I read that right. We'll put the infrared on here. And we can see the thunderstorm development better. These bright reds and whites, those are the thunderstorms associated with that. We have another wave out here and another wave ready to move off the African coast. Now, we're going to look at the latest advisory, and this is as of 11 a.m. And this is located at 17.5 north, 46.6 west. Maximum sustained winds are 45 miles an hour. Movement is towards the northwest at 22 miles an hour. And here's the next system that we have to watch. And we'll look at the... this system has a 20% chance of development in the next couple of days. And 20%... and 20%. I think we have another one in here. But we're watching Gabriel now, and it's forecast to move in generally northwest direction. We'll see what the models have to say about this. This is the GFS. Here's a swirl here, so keep your eye on that. GFS is further west, continues to be since yesterday. And then what happened to it? Then it leaves. Now, there it is. And kind of curves out. It's being stirred by this ridging here. But we have a lot of like trough, ridge across the Pacific. But right now it's being stirred by this low, and depends how much troughing is along the east coast, where it curves, or if it curves. So we'll look at the European. Here's the system right here. So the European continues to be the same as yesterday, further to the east and recurves sooner. All right. So that is it for now, and that is the long-range weather forecast discussion for September 19th through October 3rd. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.